Today is day 7, and our Avalon journey brings us to a city at the crossroads of culture, Strasbourg. Here, France and Germany blend seamlessly, where half-timbered houses line tranquil canals, and a breathtaking Gothic cathedral rises towards the sky. This is Michelle with My Traveling Owl. If you are here, it is because you are interested in a river cruise. We are glad you are here. In this series, we are traveling with Avalon Waterways. For reference, this tour is entitled The Romantic Rhine, and we start with a 3-night stay in Lake Como, followed by a 1-night stay in Lucerne, which includes a visit to Mount Pilatus on board the famous cog railway. Follow along as we take this beautiful northbound journey through the best parts of Europe. As always, we start our day with a delicious buffet breakfast, and today we have to walk upstairs to go downstairs. So we're heading up on the top deck, and then we are going to walk down the plank. Not really. This is how we will disembark at this particular port along the way. There are always different ways you can get on and off of these river boats. This time we are docked along the way in an industrial area, and this is how they're getting us onto land. So always keep this in mind, that river cruising isn't always the most accessible, as you can see here. As we're walking off the vessel, you can see to the left there that they have the bikes lined up. Those are for either a tour or they're for your use at your stop. So just inquire with the director to see if that is something you are allowed to use at each of these ports. There are 4 different tours leaving in Strasbourg, and we are of course one of them. So we are going to get on the bus that is designated for our tour. We have a short bus ride into town, and we're just going to sit back and take in the sights. That stork right there is a precursor to other things we'll see along the way. And up there is a stork nest. Storks are very important to the town of Strasbourg, France.
Entrance to the Council of Europe, and is 40.
The Council of Europe is the continent's oldest political organization and was founded in 1949 after World War II. Strasbourg is the home to the European Parliament. It is the voice of over 450 million EU citizens. It was founded in 1958, and it stands as a symbol of European unity and democracy. Our bus dropped us right off at the Palace of the Rhine. This building is now home to France's Regional Cultural Affairs Administration. However, back in World War II, it was not. This is where the Nazi Germany occupied France, and they had their regional headquarters for the Nazi administration here. Up ahead is the National Opera of the Rhine, and this is a prestigious French opera company.
This monument is to honor Marshal Philippe Leclerc de Hauteclac. He liberated Strasbourg in 1944. Don't worry, you really don't have to walk this fast.
As we walked closer into the downtown area, you could notice the change in the architecture, and I felt like this was very World War II. And I say that because I felt like I've seen these areas in the movies, and I'm sure I have. It felt very real, and I don't know how to explain it more than you felt like you were there. Maybe you could have more of an understanding of what happened back in the day. So here's a little advice while in France. If you see one of these little pastry shops, make sure you go in and get some of the macarons. They're delicious.
This message is Big Guy approved.
Coming up, we're going to be able to see the Strasbourg's Gothic stained glass cathedral, as well as its astronomical clock. That was a fascinating experience. So here is the Cathedral of Notre-Dame. It's the Strasbourg Cathedral, and this is a masterpiece. Construction started in 1015 and was completed in 1439, and this one is a UNESCO World Heritage Monument. Let's head inside. This cathedral is as stunning on the inside as it is on the outside. We've said this before, our videos, nobody's videos can do this justice. You really do need to see these churches in person. The stained glass, the actual construction, when you look at the pillars, how were they able to do this kind of work 1,000 years ago? There are over 4,000 panels of medieval stained glass in this church. These windows tell biblical stories in color and light for those who once could not read. Absolutely stunning.
Since I was a kid, the stained glass has always been my favorite part of every church.
I know there's a story behind this, but as we zoom in, take a look at the guy leaning over and looking over the church. Let me know in the comments if you know what this is all about. As we get deeper inside the cathedral, all the way into the back stands a marvel of engineering, the astronomical clock. It was built in the 1800s. It tracks time, the planets, and even eclipses with remarkable precision. Every day at about 12:30 p.m., visitors witness the clock's famous Parade of Apostles, and we were here for it. Here it is. Miniature figures march past Christ, who blesses them, while a mechanical rooster flaps and crows 3 times, a symbol of vigilance and resurrection. Below them, human figures represent the 4 ages of life: a child, youth, adult, and old man, striking the quarter hours in sequence.
The detail in everything is truly amazing.
This was our bathroom break outside of the cathedral, and if I remember correctly, we all took turns pinching our noses because it was stinky down there. So, as with any other place, as you tour, you just never know what to expect.
Walking up those stairs, I dropped my camera. As you can see in the rest of this video, my lens was messed up until I could change it out.
Here's a great view of the beautiful architecture, the half-timbered buildings, and the cobblestone streets. If while on these tours you want to stop and get a souvenir, make sure you tell your tour director that you would like to do that. They'll tell you where a good place to stop is. If cheese is your thing, and who doesn't like cheese, these are some great stops along the way to get some. Just like I said earlier, ask your tour guide and say, hey, I want to get some cheese. Where should I go? And maybe they will direct you to the proper one to get it from, and they will tell you how to handle that because there is a special process for getting the cheese home. This is St. Thomas Church. This one stands in the heart of Strasbourg, and it's the spiritual home of the city's Protestants since the 1500s. It was built between 12th and 16th centuries, and it actually holds Mozart's beloved Silberman organ. As we pass the church, we enter the Petite France district. This is Strasbourg's most enchanting district. It was once home to tanners, millers, and fishermen. These cobbled streets and half-timbered houses date back to the 16th century. It's crisscrossed by canals and rivers, and it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This truly was a storybook setting, the way the flowers were hanging out of the window boxes. Even at this late stage in the year, we were here in early November, the flowers were still beautiful, and the half-timbered homes, gorgeous. You just don't see that kind of architecture like this anymore.
How could you not just love strolling through these towns?
This is Cathedral Square. Cathedral Square is the area surrounding the cathedral, and from here you can admire this huge 124-meter spire, shop at local boutiques, or sip coffee. It's a great vantage point.
If he can do it with those little legs, I can do it.
Keep in mind there is a restroom on board the bus. It's not the perfect scenario, but it's there for an emergency. Well, our tour is over for the day and we're heading back onto the vessel. And here we are walking back to our riverboat. And here's a good vantage point of how steep this is going back to the ship. It's not bad, but you just need to keep it in mind if you have some mobility issues. As we enter the ship, there's a local musician who has set up shop playing the accordion for us. What a treat that was! We're back on board, and this is where we check back into the ship so that they know we're on board. They have some snacks and some drinks for us. Here's guest services, and here's where we would return our Vox boxes and our tags. If there's an afternoon tour, this is also where we would pick it up. We have the afternoon off. We're going to head to lunch and enjoy some of that, do some rest and relaxation, and then we'll head on out to dinner later this evening. But before dinner, we always have our mandatory hour of happiness. Check out some of the snacks we had along the way. Here's some lunch, dinner, snacks, happy hour, etc., etc. It was another great day on Avalon.
Another Big Guy approved meal.
Thanks for watching. Click subscribe below for more content and to help us grow our channel. Ready for more? Click one of the two videos to your right. Ready to book your next trip? Message me at michelle@mytravelingowl.com or visit my website at mytravelingowl.com. I'm a certified travel advisor with the Travel Institute and an elite cruise counselor with CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association of America.